from Soldier Field in
the first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the one being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun. Here's Montana. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. So here are the Bears banked up to start their initial drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Aikman. Slant route caught by Edelman. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 catches, 106 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First down, Montana. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Trey Hendrickson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Montana. Here's a screen to Powell. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Montana. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. This from 42 yards out. Gano's kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
To throw is Aikman. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Aikman setting to throw it. That's complete to Sharp. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Now a handoff inside. It's Peyton. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Peyton up the middle. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Now it's Aikman. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. The Bears at 6-2 to start play. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Looking to pass. Aikman on first down. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Aikman. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They want to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
It's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Miami set to take over. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Montana. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They will look to throw. Montana. He completes it to Julio Jones. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards for number 11. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now Montana. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now fourth down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Now Aikman on first down. To the right side and complete to Largent. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They'll throw on first down with Aikman. And he lets go a laser pulled in by Edelman. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 11 yards for number 11. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They go play action with Aikman. Able to find his target here, Largent. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. They'll try the right side here with Payton. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Aikman looking to throw. He's got his man sharp, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On play action, Aikman. He's got a man. It's his fullback. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Looking to throw again here, Aikman. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
On 2nd down, Peterson shifts by at the 15. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15-yard pickup. And it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop a shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way.
On the draw, here's Sanders. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Montana to throw. That'll be caught by Rice. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. He finds his man, complete. That's Rice.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Rice. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating out of the gun. Here's Montana. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Montana. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Play fake. Now here's Montana. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Montana. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
They go play action with Montana. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Second and 10 now. It's Aikman. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Aikman operating from the gun. And this one is incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
To throw again on second down, Montana. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
1st and 10 for Montana and company. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. There goes a deep ball, end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins have retaken the lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback. And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too. Extra point try good by Gano, and the lead is now 10-7. So that drive, 4 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half. Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense. Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. Aikman will throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down now, but that clock. They'll look to throw, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Aikman going to throw again. He'll drop this off to Payton. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On second down, Aikman. They set up the screen to Payton. And some space here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down. And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive,
It's really a nice time to work one of the screenplays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
On 1st and 10, it's Aikman. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down, here's Aikman. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Now Aikman. That's complete to Largent. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
How many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trait in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. And his kick is indeed good, and that will knot us up at 10. Maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you've got the second half to play.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And it's the Lions who are out in front as they play the second quarter. Mac Jones with a couple of touchdown passes. From there, it's off to Jacksonville to see what's going on with the Jags. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. Logan Woodside has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they are in a tight one, all tied with the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter,
Curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
From the shotgun, Aikman. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Largent. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Taking it about the 16. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
10 more there and another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. Montana. Right side catch. This is Gates. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Only needing 2 yards on second down.
He'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
So this game tied at the half, and if you wondered who would come up with the first big play of this third quarter, we have our answer.
Well, basketball, you know how they tell you to have active hands defensively? I think the same thing applies here. Nice job there, prying the ball free. And now their guys have a chance to take the lead if they can put something together. The beauty of doing it in football, you don't get called for a foul if you hit their arms.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Here's Aikman setting to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Left side here to Sanders. And he goes out right around the 39.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Rice.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll set up to throw.
Looking for Beasley, got him on his slant. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Peterson running right. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
On 2nd and 11 now. Montana. He finds his man, complete. That's Rice. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made. 21. Up the middle, it's Peterson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 16, Montana. He hits Beasley right side.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. It's Montana. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll run for it. Peterson. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Adrian Peterson as good as they come, but here he can't get the first. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Now a give. It's Peyton. He'll get this to the 24, and it's second down. Now it's Aikman. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. On third down, here's Peyton. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And that's why he's been a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Aikman. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now Aikman on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On the give, here comes Peyton. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. So line of scrimmage still a 39 on 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. On 3rd down, Aikman. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and they will take the lead at 13 to 10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Miami's offense set and ready to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now Montana. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. The give to Peterson out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 38, Montana. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll be brought down inside the 45. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he does it, it's felt by the rest of the team, and they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. They will look to throw. Montana. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give to Peterson running right. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Montana. And that's complete to Gates. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the fourth. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making a play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. A successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Count the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. On the run, it's Peyton. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Aikman looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Aikman. Open man, Amari Rodgers, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Working with a 2nd and 3. Play action, it's Aikman. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Running it here with Peyton. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Operating out of the gun. Here's Montana. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And that is incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bears take over. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 46. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action with Aikman. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff inside. It's Peyton. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He's back to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Montana going for it on fourth. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tariq Carpenter, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Peyton up the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And they will take a knee here. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish the season strong.